Hey, what's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna react to Salt Bae Empire is starting to collapse. You already know, Salt Bae, his empire is starting to decline, man. But let's get into the reaction.
Restaurant closures, rapidly declining reviews, and his lowest growth on Instagram in over 6 years.
I heard his steak is
Things
ass.
have gone from bad to worse for Salt
Like the
Bae,
food there
which is
is
best
like
observed by looking
trash,
at
bro.
each controversy up until this unfavorable point. His first time in hot water came just months after Salt Bae first went viral, occurring when fans scrolled back through his Instagram to find this photo commemorating the life of Fidel Castro in the days after his death. At around the same time, Salt Bae recently opened a steakhouse in Miami, a city to which approximately 500,000 Cubans had fled to as a result of Castro's leadership.
Yeah,
some people just don't think. To post pics like this and then open a restaurant in Miami. Really? I just called and cancelled 2 reservations and told them how I feel about their Salt guy and his post. Picture posted a few days after Castro's death. Nice thought, WTF. He should open in Cuba and sprinkle his salt over there. The comments on the post itself echoed a similar sentiment, leading Salt Bae to remove the picture. However, he'd find himself in a similar controversy less than a year later. In September 2018, Salt Bae came under scrutiny once again for providing a feast to the Venezuelan president, who governs a country in which 64% of people have reported losing significant amounts of weight, 11 kilos or 24 pounds on average, amid worsening food shortages. As a Venezuelan, it angers me seeing my president feasting on a meal while me and my family were starving. I cannot believe this video. This guy eating tomahawk steaks or whatever that is, and the people from his country dying of hunger. Food tastes so much better when you know the folks back home are starving. After the Venezuelan president then explained that Salt Bae had personally invited him to the restaurant, protests broke out in front of Salt Bae's Miami restaurant, with one sign reading, "Did you know, Salt Bae, that in the time it took you to wine and dine dictator Maduro with your bloody meat, at least one Venezuelan child died of extreme malnutrition." However, this might not have even been Salt Bae's biggest controversy for the month. Only 8 days after these protests, a new article was posted reading, 4 tourists are set on fire at Instagram star Salt Bae's Istanbul restaurant, which had happened as a result of a fire show gone wrong. One of the tourists who'd been set on fire was a Czechoslovakian YouTuber and model named Tinus Tresnikova, who suffered burns to more than 35% of her body and can be seen with slight but visible burn scars on her Instagram even till this day. Her 23-minute video on the topic, translating to "the moment that changed my life," is unfortunately spoken in Czechoslovakian without subtitles. However, an article posted a year after the incident stated that Tinus had received no compensation for the mistake and that the restaurant had instead destroyed all evidence related to the incident. Salt Bae did eventually pay out $230,000 in compensation, although not to Tinus for permanently altering her appearance, but rather to 4 mistreated employees in Salt Bae's next big controversy. The 4 employees claimed...
Okay, so Salt Bae just keep fucking up, but that's messed up. He definitely should have gave her some bread, bro.
Rather to 4 mistreated employees in Salt Bae's next big controversy. The 4 employees claimed that Salt Bae was taking 3% from their total tips, which was followed by Salt Bae firing the 4 employees after being confronted about it. As a result, the employees launched a wrongful termination lawsuit, explaining that their former boss had an authoritarian, dictatorial attitude who doesn't care about local laws. They even suggested Salt Bae likened himself to Tony Montana and humiliated them on occasions in the lawsuit. Yet Salt Bae responded by stating, "I don't get a share of the employees' tips. I've never done that in any of my restaurants. I was not satisfied with the performance of the 4 employees. They didn't match my understanding of work. They weren't as good as I wanted, so I terminated their contract right away." Yet these 4 employees weren't the only ones claiming that they'd been mistreated while working for Salt Bae. A former employee at the Nusret restaurant in London described it as gold from the outside but shit from the inside, whilst another compared the working environment to the Hunger Games, as staff never knew if they'd be fired during a shift, with a third likening the restaurateur to a dictator. Former employee Frank Tefano stated that he was tricked.
Damn, bro. Damn. Based on what all these employees are saying, man, Salt Bae on some dictator shit. It's crazy how earlier on he took a picture with he took a picture as Castro and shit. As Castro. And Castro was a dictator. So it's like, hey, Salt Bae, man. Hey, Salt Bae. Not looking good for you, man, because, bro, even your employees saying you a dictator and shit. So maybe this man idolized fucking Castro and shit, and then the Venezuela, president or whatever, Got niggas out here fucking starving out back and shit, and this man eating fucking tomahawk steak. Like, bro, this is crazy, man. I guess these two leaders is fucking Salt Bae idols and shit, bro. I guess.
Likening the restaurateur to a dictator. Former employee Frank Tufano stated that he was treated poorly as a result of being American, while another former manager explained his world was nothing but Instagram and fame. The sensation was him. He ended up getting this godlike complex, highlighting Salt Bae's next big problem. With massive artworks of his one viral moment, and every third Instagram picture being him working out shirtless, it seems Salt Bae is just a bit too full of himself, and while some degree of ego might be necessary for success, he takes it to a whole new level. When interviewed by The Times in 2019, Salt Bae seemed convinced that every kid wanted to be him, stating, "Now everybody wants to be a butcher because of me. Now if you ask a kid, they want to be Salt Bae. They see me as an idol. I'm an inspiration to a lot of people in a very short period of time."
I'm not gonna lie, I never heard any kid say, "I want to be Salt Bae." Like, stop the cap, sir. Stop, please.
They see me as an idol.
I've heard not one person say, "I want to be Salt Bae."
Period of time. Also, always taking the opportunity to brag about money. Salt Bae posted an $8,000 bill as well as a different $47,000 bill. Yet the picture that really kicked up a stink was the $167,000 bill posted to Salt Bae's Instagram with the title "Quality Never Expensive." The opulent bill mixed with his arrogant description prompted comments such as, "I have eaten in your restaurant. Quality is questionable, and I've eaten there. The food was not good," with this sentiment being
everyone say the food is trash.
People. YouTube channel Google Foods ordered the $2,000 steak before stating this:
"It was not what we expected. For $2,000, I gotta say, I thought it would be way bigger."
Also adding that the $275 tomahawk steak had been cooked incorrectly.
"That was rare, even though we ordered medium rare. Now, there's nothing wrong with rare steak, but if you order medium rare, you should get what you paid for."
A different YouTuber, UA Eats, who was looking to give a purely objective review, stated that the waiter's performance was fun, yet the quality of the food was no better than any other steakhouse. On TripAdvisor, Salt Bae's London restaurant is ranked at 15,200 out of 15,700 restaurants, with its rating of 2.5 stars, making it worse than 96.8% of all other restaurants in the city. The steakhouse features predominantly terrible and one-star reviews, with most complaining about horrible quality, bad service, and so incredibly expensive for such a bad quality of food. This guy was upset after the restaurant charged him 44 British pounds for 4 Red Bulls. However, at least he didn't call the police after finding out the price, which is what happened over in Florida. Whilst eating at Salt Bae Steakhouse in Miami, Dwayne Miranda ordered 2 standard $275 tomahawk steaks, yet he was instead unknowingly presented with 2 golden tomahawk steaks, being charged more than $5,000 for his meal when he eventually got to the counter. "We ordered 2 tomahawk steaks and a rack of lamb for the table. When the bill came, we were shocked by the total. They insisted that we ordered the golden option and charged us $1,000 for each. We absolutely did not order that option. Although we did eat what was brought to the table thinking this was the normal presentation for our order, it was clear that the waiter was trying to take advantage of the situation. After disputing the misunderstanding with management, they decided to involve local law enforcement rather than do the right thing. We paid the disputed $5,000 bill to avoid further conflict, yet this was still minor in comparison to what happened."
Nah, bro, the fact that this man was able to pay the $5K right there is crazy, man. This man got the bread. This man got bread for real. Because, bro, if a nigga, bro, $5K for just 2 golden tomahawk steak is like, bro, my nigga, what, bro? Like, bro, nigga, I can't wear the steak, nigga. Bro, I'm eating that shit, bro. And then it's like, bro, just to put some gold on it that's edible, like, nigga, please, bro. Nigga, please.
To involve local law enforcement rather than do the right thing. We paid the disputed $5,000 bill to avoid further conflict, yet this was still minor in comparison to what happened at Salt Bae Steakhouse in Boston. After opening up on the 18th of September 2020, the restaurant, quote, almost immediately began racking up health code violations. City inspectors reported that COVID-19 safety guidelines were being flouted, crowds were not social distancing, 2 fire exits were blocked, permits were not in order, the dishwasher was not running running hot enough, and the refrigerators were apparently too cold,
Man,
leading the government to shut the restaurant down only 1 week after opening. In the meantime, Salt Bae posted this seemingly wholesome family photo to his Instagram, yet this would also end in another wave of criticism. Turkey chef Salt Bae meets mother after 2 years, criticized for not looking after her. It seems Salt Bae was getting loads of backlash in every situation, regardless of whether or not he deserved it. For example, when a waiter at one of his restaurants accidentally dropped a steak, Salt Bae was getting roasted in the comments by people saying that he was going to charge them twice. People simply didn't like him, so when he'd actually do something deplorable in December 2022, the whole world took it as a chance to completely and utterly destroy him. After Argentina beat France in the World Cup final, Salt Bae waltzed onto the field as if he was everybody's best friend. He pestered Messi for a photo, snatched the World Cup from a...
Why the hell he grabbed his arm and shit, bro? Like, bro, what the fuck?
Him. After Argentina,
bro, he's grabbing Messi arm and shit. Like,
Salt Bae waltzed onto the field as if he was everybody's best friend. He pestered Messi for a photo, snatched the World Cup from a baby, and bit down on one of the winners' medals, prompting negative comment after negative comment, as well as an instant response from the media who wrote, Salt Bae was pathetically thirsty to get World Cup selfies and pissed off Argentina in the process. Only a day later, the FIFA president unfollowed.
Bro, what the fuck was security, my nigga? Like, bro, they just let this nigga roam the field? Like, where's security, dog?
And pissed off Argentina in
Get
the
this
process.
nigga.
Only a day later, the FIFA president unfollowed Salt Bae on Instagram before launching an investigation into how Salt Bae was allowed on the field, revealing that only the World Cup...
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, where's security? Like, this man just roamed onto the field. Like, what's going on, bro?
Launching an investigation into how Salt Bae was allowed on the field, revealing that only the World Cup winners and heads of state are allowed to touch the trophy during the closing ceremony, let alone kiss and disrespect it. The next day, Salt Bae tried to show that he and Messi were friends by posting a video of them together in his steakhouse. However, comments such as old video where Messi made a mistake visiting your restaurant showed that fans definitely weren't buying it. Excluding this video, Salt Bae provided no response to his World Cup behavior until just 1 month ago, when he'd finally talk about the event in a tell-all interview. He stated, it was a combination of my love of Argentina and my excitement. I love Argentina, I've lived there. I went to support them. Many of the team have come to the restaurant. I didn't feel a stranger, it was a special moment. I can't do anything about the reason I was there, but I would never ever step on the World Cup pitch again. There were 2 billion people watching the World Cup. How many people are speaking about me? 5 billion.
Oh my God.
I didn't go on the pitch.
This man is a fucking clout demon, bro. Like, he's so desperate for fucking attention. It is sad. It is sad.
In the World Cup. How many people are speaking about me? 5
Bro, that's all you talk about. How many people speaking about me? Like, everyone want to be me. Like,
I just felt like it. Then there was a bit of a surprise. There were at least another 1,000 people on the pitch, but when they show the video, they make out it was just me. I never ever wanted to overshadow anything. I didn't like the attention, with the possible motive for the explanation being that things haven't been going so well for Salt Bae ever since that day. Just 2 weeks prior to giving that interview, Salt Bae had to close down his self-titled Salt Bae Burger restaurant in New York City, which had gained a reputation for selling $99 gold-flaked milkshakes and a $100 burger wrapped in gold foil. On top of this, it's been reported...
Bro, I don't know what is wrong with people. Why is people buying, like, bro, buying fucking gold burgers, gold milkshake and shit? It's like, bro, you gonna eat it and drink it just like anything else. You gonna eat it and drink it just like any other food, bro. And you gonna shit it out the same. It's like, bro, I know it look cool and shit. But it's like, bro, really? Some gold on a burger and a milkshake? And I bet you he's charging like $1K each. It's like, nigga, what? $1K, nigga? Bro, $1K for some gold flakes on a burger? Nigga, please, bro. And the burger trash? Man, these niggas tripping.
Gold-flaked milkshakes
these
and a $100
tripping,
burger wrapped in gold foil.
Yeah,
On
they
top of
lost
this,
me.
They reported that Salt Bae Steakhouse in Greece is now receiving a third of the bookings it used to, from 600 per day to approximately 200 per day, while his London Steakhouse, which we discussed earlier as having some of the worst reviews in the city, recently announced that they'd be reducing their prices in, quote, what appears to be a desperate bid to entice customers back through its doors. Over the last 6 months, Salt Bae has gained approximately 300,000 followers per month.
Okay.
And while this is still a bafflingly high number for someone who seemingly does very little, this is the lowest growth he's had on social media since first blowing up in January 2017.
Damn. Hey, it seems like Salt Bae is on a slow decline, okay? Everything going to shit for him. His restaurant's not doing good. The customer service is dog shit. The food is dog shit. Like, everything going down for Salt Bae. And it seems like he's, like, public enemy number one. So it's like, bro, niggas don't fuck with him. Niggas don't fuck how he respond towards certain situations and shit. But from this video, it definitely do sound like he's, like, he definitely sound like a narcissist, and definitely sound like he idolized like dictators and shit, like people in power and shit. So based on how employees was talking about him, like, bro, he takes on that persona, like, bro, I'm that nigga, and fucking the world owed me shit, and like, bro, y'all niggas owe me because I gave y'all niggas a job and shit. So, bro, that seemed like the type of way that, like, you know, that's how you move based on what the employees say and shit. Obviously, he gonna say otherwise, but bro, based on how the employees was talking about him, and based on how he just walked onto the fucking field like during the World Cup, which is crazy, because like, bro, where the fuck is security, bro? Like they just let this nigga roam like onto the field like that. Then he was grabbing Messi arm, like Messi said, "What's up?" Then he's like, you know, he tried to walk away. This man still grabbing his arm and shit. Like, bro, what's good with you, bro? Like, what's good? But bro, I don't know, man. It seems like everything is on the decline for Salt Bae, though. But, you know, like, comment, subscribe, suggest anything else you want to interact to, you know, down below in the comments. But check out in the next one.